All right, here we go. This is the first of the what's going to be a pretty long fight here. I hope it's not too long. I did get up to about level 7 and 8. And we're just going to be plunking this thing away from, I think, 600 or 650, I should say, hit points. We've got plenty of MP for our cure spells. But every time somebody gets stunned with the tentacle, that's going to eat up at least one input or so. Now, a lot of how long this fight takes is going to depend on how our damage rolls are. The axe's damage is pretty widely variant, I would say. Tail Screw is going to also eat up an extra input from us. Let me get a little cure all right there to get Lena back up to, and get Ferris. Hopefully that gets Ferris a little bit closer. So I'll have to be pretty careful about my healing, especially after the tail screws, and hope for good damage rolls, because it will chop his defense pretty low. He's got high defense, but our axe style attacks with the staves there will chop it down a pretty good chunk. And I can always use scan to see how much he has left. That's actually pretty. I may use that once in a while. Although it's going to be safer in this fight just to keep going until he's gone. So that was an extremely low damage roll. You have a super wide range of what your damage can be, from half of your attack power all the way up to twice your attack power, and then times your multiplier. So it's pretty, kind of a crapshoot for how much damage any given strike will do. And it's kind of sad. The ship graveyard, we pick up a super nice weapon in the ship graveyard that's coming up. The one flail that the white mages pick up. That's back row friendly, I believe, and it does much nicer damage than these simple staves. And the battle with Galera is going to be similar to this, although I'll have a few more spells by the time we hit the Galera battle. So it won't be quite as scary. And white magic, there's just nothing that can do any damage for now. And even in Galera, there isn't really a lot that I have to do damage, but I'll have a lot better powers of sandbagging. Of course, by then I'll have Protect. Protect will be nice to have piled up. I'm just going to go back on the offensive with Ferris. So I'll be able to cut that damage in half. And I'll be able to keep, I hope, keep up with the damage that Galera starts to output, especially once he gets low. His damage gets super hard to keep up with. But the Karlabos fight really is just about executing. I didn't have to grind up quite as high as I did even to level 7 or 8 here, but I did want a little bit of HP buffer, and I was hoping I could get, and I think I did just get one extra multiplier. Grinding up. I wasn't doing the math too carefully in the multipliers for this one, but I think I did pick up one extra multiplier somewhere between level 5 or whatever you start at and level 7 and 8 here. Because doing 30 damage, close to 30 damage, is pretty good against Karlabos at this point. Obviously, it's nothing near what the black mages can do. This is the first big boss battle of the Isuna for Corona run, I should say, in the year 2020. The coronavirus pandemic catastrophe is hurting a lot of people, and this little mini Final Fantasy V Fiesta event is raising money to help that. So if you are interested, please consider participating. I can put a link to the Isuna for Corona page in the description here, and you can make a donation or you can do your own run. In fact, I hope that it ends up being a big success. The donations are going to Doctors Without Borders USA. Hopefully to help some folks out. And so if you are able to help some people, it's a good something you should consider. And with that, there is Karlabos down. Actually, one of the early game hurdles to this one. Once we pick up Red Mage, and then later on Bard, and of course Chemist for the Earth Crystal, this is going to be a cinch. But that is one of our early hurdles. That is Karlabos down, and we're going to take our tent and be very happy.